All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
On the set. Panther Street! Panther Street! 60 Mavericks! 60 Mavericks! Ready, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. The Titans at 7-8 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Drop 60, drop 60. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Seventy Rangers. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Lawrence to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3.5. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Taken in at the 11. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll give this to Akers running right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
He'll return it from the 6. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
Still fighting for more.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Traylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. 20, 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Let go.
Spears. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They're just shutting him off there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
Red on red.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. That third down conversion good for 23.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8. inside handoff.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This from 36 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Buying time to his left.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And Lawrence now going to move him around.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence
trying to lay one up deep. And that incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Parker Washington.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down, Jaguars.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
They go play action now. Lawrence
Steps away. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Warriors 70. Big Lion.
Looking to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check mash.
Here's a give to Spears. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Okay,
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, a give to Spears.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now they'll change things up.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw.
That pass taken in by Burks.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now back to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready.
2nd and 13.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Lions. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the end. That's a Titans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Jaguars.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. Your tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, Lawrence on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Sly able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready,
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Titans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, check that. Street.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Got to wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
But to throw again is Lawrence.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Azeez Al-Shaair
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Sly able to put this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And the ball is knocked out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Algier will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Titans 1st down, and that should just about do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw hauled in by Washington. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Tennessee, they